Hey doing YouTube, Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review, and it's porter time. Tommyknocker's Cocoa Porter to be exact. Never had this before, and I'm kind of curious as to what it's all about. Had a couple of Tommyknocker's smaller offerings before. It was kind of like meh, but their Tommyknocker Legend, I was a big fan of. I reviewed that probably one of the first reviews I ever did, well, closer to the beginning, and it was a really nice beer. So hopefully this is more of that as opposed to the other ones that I've had. As far as what it says on the bottle, it says Colorado Mountain Town Craft Beer, Tommyknocker Brewery, Cocoa Porter, seasonal ale. The addition of cocoa powder and honey make for a special brew. 5.7% alcohol. A bit on the milder side. 18 IBU. Ale brewed with cocoa and honey. Over here, Tommyknocker Legend. Tommyknocker slipped into the mining camps of Idaho Springs in 1800s with the discovery of gold in our mountains and streams. These mischievous elves, though hardly ever seen, were often heard singing and working. They guided many fortunate miners from harm's way into the gold they sought. In big bold letters below all that, it says flavored beer. It's not usually the best sign. And government warning stuff over here, and that's about it. Label, it's okay. I dig it, not bad, not awesome, just somewhere in between. What are you going to do? But yeah, it's kind of cool. Pretty basic. Yeah. Let's hope the beer's awesome. Yes. My lighting is going a little weird right now. I wonder what's going on. Hopefully my power doesn't go out. And if it does, I have a bunch of beer to keep me company. Anyway. Nice little head on it. Got some weird kind of sticking, cascading bubbles on there. It's got a decent color to it. It's porterish in color. Brown with a hint of mahogany. You can barely see through it. Nice little head on it. Nothing too crazy. Beige in color. It's got, like I said, the kind of clinging carbonation to the side, which might be a glass washing issue more than anything else. As the steam nose has dissipated. So yeah, it looks like a porter. Let's see what she smells like. Doesn't smell too shabby. I mean, it's got that typical, mild malt smell that you get from your atypical porter, and there definitely is a little bit of cocoa to it. Not getting much honey from it. But that cocoa is there, and that cocoa powder is definitely prevalent, which is quite nice. Yeah. So, nice little slight maltiness to it. Nice cocoa. That's about it. Not much else going on. So let's see what she tastes like. Cheers. That's not bad, man. That's not a bad beer. Got a 5.7, I think it was, ABV porter, cocoa porter. It tastes like a really nice low ABV cocoa-based porter. It's not a bad beer. I mean, that honey is supposed to be there. Not really getting much of it. Excuse me. More of that cocoa powder, but it has a little bit of sweetness to it. Doesn't taste like a honey sweetness, but it does have that cocoa up front, which is nice. Nice porter mouthfeel to it. Fluffy, not super dense, but nice fluffiness to it. Zero booze whatsoever. You wouldn't expect it from 5.7% alcohol beer. But yeah, overall, I'm going to say not a bad offering. Especially for one of their smaller offerings, I should say ABV wise. Yeah, not too shabby. Not overly complex, not in your face. It's not delivering such a huge flavor at that ABV. It's really hard to bring stuff that's gigantic, but overall, it's a nice beer, man. Can't complain at all in any way whatsoever. I mean, rating wise, I give it like an 83. It's a nice beer. You know, like I said, it's not in your face, but it delivers, pretty much delivers on what it says, and it's really nice, super drinkable, and doesn't really have any negatives. Just the biggest negative you say, just kind of like a little bit on the weaker side of beer. But I mean, it's a porter, and it's 5% ABV. What do you expect? So yeah, so low 80s, 83. Availability and value. It's a weird one. I've never sought it out. It was one of my mix of six pickups. So I always assume the mix of six stuff comes from $10 to $12 six packs in northeastern Pennsylvania. That's where I'm located. So that's kind of how our price point falls. So I mean, if you're looking at $10 for a six pack, that's probably fantastic for a beer that tastes like this. So I'd give it like an 8 on the value scale. And availability, I mean, I can get it at a local grocery store, so it shouldn't be too hard to track down for most people, especially in northeastern United States. So, coming from Colorado, should be able to get on the West Coast too. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, the availability should be pretty high too, like a 7 or 8. So yeah, high scores all around. Definitely not too shabby of a beer. I mean, it's not, if you're coming from a gigantic, huge ABV porter or stout or Baltic porter, something like that, or something that's barrel aged, obviously, you know, it's not going to hold a candle to that stuff. But you're talking about a nice, you know, easy drinking, deliver on some decent flavor porter, you can't go wrong. Yeah, not too bad at all. Yeah, so that's another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did or didn't, let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Untapped. Massive Beers, all 3 of those places. Way more active on Instagram. And we post pretty much everything we drink on Untapped. So if you can check us out anywhere, check us those 2 places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.